I'm playing the entire NFL career of Drake Maye, and I'm not stopping until the day he retires. He starts as a 73 overall rookie with hidden development. Like, his ratings don't look bad for a rookie. I mean, he starts as a top 30 quarterback, but there's already a huge problem. He starts his career as a backup, which he's only 22 years old, so he should progress quickly and maybe claim the starting spot before his rookie season's over. And if he does become the starter, he's gonna have to play out of his freaking skull if he wants to win, because his starter Patriots squad might be the least talented team in the entire league. And they might be so bad that at the end of his rookie contract, he elects to sign elsewhere. Now, what we do from here is simulate to the end of his rookie season. I want Drake to control his own destiny today, and once he actually makes the Super Bowl, I'll jump in to play the entire game and try my absolute best to get him his first ring. Now, winning a Super Bowl is only one of 5 career challenges Drake has to complete before he calls it quits. Alongside winning at least 2 MVPs, he has to join the 99 club, he has to become an X Factor, and he has to break a Tom Brady Patriots record, which might be impossible. And if he fails just one of these 5 career challenges, I have to buy and then give away an authentic Drake Maye jersey to a random lucky subscriber in the comments. No pressure, brother. So 5-12 is probably not what Drake was hoping for. Dead last in the AFC East, but at least they weren't the worst team in the league. Oh my god, that offense was terrible. And defensively, they were garbage too. No wonder they suck. I mean, like, I've seen worse numbers for a rookie quarterback, but we've got to be doing better than 20 interceptions. At least this does show he has potential. He's just got to protect the football. Doubt he won Rookie of the Year, though, with these numbers. He had 5 rushing touchdowns all season as a team. That is crazy. Our leading receivers were Kendrick Bourne and KJ Osborne. I mean, to be fair, I still think it's pretty impressive Drake found a way to throw for 28 touchdowns and almost 4,000 yards with the talent he had around him. And we barely got over 10 sacks as a team too. So obviously no MVP for Drake Maye this first season. Hopefully he won Rookie of the Year though. God, I went to Xavier Worthy. Bo Nix even finished ahead of Drake as Drake finished in 5th. Yeah, I can't lie. Xavier Worthy had a pretty good rookie season. What's Drake's overall up to though? Up to an 80 with star development. Like, we can work with this. Currently is the 20th ranked quarterback, and that will slowly but surely climb throughout his career. Like, keep in mind, dude, he's only 22 years old. Like, there's still so much potential here. This is actually kind of nuts how this team just has no talent around them, though. Like, the young rookies they had and guys like Jalen Polk, like, they didn't even play their rookie seasons. So with that, I have to say Drake probably has the most difficult career challenge to complete so far in Madden 25. Hopefully, this will be Drake at least once before he calls it quits. Now, before we do get into the first offseason, I want to see if anybody on a squad got a dev trade increase. Don't think I see anything good here. Now, the one positive I do take out of this is I totally thought guys like Javon Baker were going to be regressed back to normal since they didn't play. So I'm thankful that both him and Jalen Polk still have some potential. Not to mention, like, DeMario Douglas getting up pretty good too. Now, wait a freaking second, dude. I think Christian Barmore at 80 overall became a superstar. Like, that's wild. But one thing's for certain, brother. For Drake Maye's development, we need this front office to have an incredible offseason. Better spend every last dime. Get the checkbooks out and splash some cash. Especially while you still have Drake Maye on his cheap rookie contract. So we spent a big chunk of it, apparently. Hope to God they spin it wisely. I mean, that's a pretty decent free agent haul. And I completely missed Trey Smith down here. And Rashid Shaheed. It's such a weird class. They signed 2 left tackles, which we'll take. Gave a punter a 4-year deal. And at least Rashid Shaheed and Trey Smith should be some pretty massive long-term answers for us. Like, the team already looks so much better. Defense still kind of stinky though. Hopefully the front office can follow up a pretty massive free agent haul with a decent draft class here. Now, for Drake Maye's sake, please tell me they drafted the next Justin Jefferson here. I mean, they had a ton of draft picks this year, but they just got a bunch of mid. Like, dude, you can't screw up having a top 5 pick like this. Oh my god, dude. They missed out on so many good players. Dude, they could have got a 79 rated wide receiver, and they took a 74 rated right tackle instead, and then a 73 rated strong safety in the second round. And strong safety was already one of the deepest positions of the entire team. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I feel like Drake's front office kind of sold with their draft class, but we've made it to a new year, and I totally expect this team to get more wins than what they did a year ago. I mean, I guess 7 wins was a little bit better. We still came in last place again. At least we didn't have the worst record in the conference this year. I mean, at least the offense improved a little bit. Defense still sucked. I mean, Drake threw for more yards this year, more touchdowns touchdowns, but we've got to limit the turnovers. He had a 3-interception game and a win against the Falcons. And brother, he had a 6-interception game against the Browns. Like, how wasn't he benched? He did have some master classes mixed in this season, like this performance week 9 against the Jets. Yeah, dude, he's for sure gonna break a Tom Brady Patriots record. Probably the interception record. Did we at least run the ball better this year? Like 12 touchdowns is a lot better than what we had a year ago. I gotta mention, Drake's putting up 400 yards this season. Like, we take that. Receivers, we obviously had a breakout year from Jalen Polk. I mean, quality seasons as well from Demario Douglas and Rashid Shaheed, so you like their trajectory here. We still only got the quarterback like 17 times this year. What did Drake's overall get up to? To an 85. We take that. He is now a top half quarterback in the league. Keep in mind, he's only 23, so maybe that 99 club is possible. Now, also interested in what his teammate Jalen Polk's overall is up to an 80. That's not bad. I mean, as much as I am excited about his progress so far, you can't help but be a little disappointed in him throwing 41 interceptions in his first 2 years. No surprise, once again, didn't get an MVP vote. And at least the team did get quite a bit better, up to an 86 overall with an 88 offense. So maybe with another big offseason, year number 3, this team can finally compete. Now, the Grossi Posse wins it all in 2025. Gosh dang it, dude. Drake Maye loses his blindside protector. You have 40 mil available to spend this offseason. Let's have another productive offseason this time, front office. Let's go. I mean, not as productive as last offseason, but we still signed some quality players here. It looks like mainly on the defensive side of things. Why'd we sign Matt Stafford? Like, that's weird. I mean, maybe it could actually help out Drake. It does say Matt Stafford's a mentor, so hopefully he does help out Drake's development a little. Now, can we please have a better draft class here than this crap? Surely it can't be as bad as last year's, right? Okay, so not like any superstars or anything, but at least we got some quality in the mid-rounds. I mean, I'm not too mad at a 75 rated running back in the 4th round. Like, this guy could be Drake Maye's running back of the future. Still can't hit on their first round picks, though. There was a 76 rated tight end just sitting there in the 3rd round, man. John Mills here, dude. It's gonna be a future MVP. Just watch. Officially have made it to year number 3, and when the heck did Hunter Henry become a superstar? Dude, he's 79 rated. Like, what are we doing? And as optimistic as I'm trying to be here, I just noticed our 1st round pick from this year is literally a normal development player. Like, why does our front office suck at picking in the 1st round? Now, I do still think this is the year, though, where Drake Maye could actually inflict some real damage. Just don't know about this defense, though. But as long as we do continue to improve year over year, I think we should be looking at like maybe a 9-win season and possibly the first playoff berth of Drake Maye's career. Wishful thinking, anyway. So my prediction was a little bit too optimistic. At least we did improve and didn't finish in dead last this time. This isn't good, dude. This is year 3. We still haven't made the playoffs, and we need Drake Maye to somehow win a Super Bowl. The offense actually got a little bit worse this year. Maybe the defense improved. It still sucks. At least Drake Maye did find a way to limit his turnovers this year, which is probably why they won a few more games. Ramondre's putting up touchdowns, and so is Drake Maye with his 6 on the ground, but like having a running back average less than 4 yards per carry is garbage. We get breakout seasons this time around from Demario Douglas and Rashid Shaheed. Kinda disappointed the route Javon Baker's gone, though. He's still a star somehow, even though he hasn't made a single catch through 3 years. Now, 82, so maybe he can be Drake Maye's wide receiver number 1 of the future, although he is in the last year of his rookie contract, so hopefully the front office re-signs him. I mean, at this point, Maye only has 2 years left on his rookie contract, so this team really needs to find success quick before Drake costs them too much money. Like, when will this front office find somebody that can get to the freaking quarterback consistently? Through 3 years, still not a single MVP vote for Drake Maye, but at least some positivity as Demario Douglas gets the Offensive Player of the Year vote. And most importantly, Drake Maye's up to an 88, so he's gonna become a 90 overall pretty soon. Just upset his dev trade hasn't increased, though. He is up to the 14th ranked quarterback in the league, so hopefully soon he'll be considered a top 10 QB. I mean, the team's up to an 86 overall. Like, how are they only winning 8 games? Guess we're just gonna have to rely on the freaking front office again to have a big offseason. If Anthony Richardson and the Colts can win a Super Bowl, surely Drake Maye can. God, now his center retires. But no worries, though, as our front office has $90 million this offseason to replace him. Before we get into the offseason, though, did we get any dev trade increases? I mean, the only one I noticed is like maybe Trey Smith here, who's up to a superstar. That's because he won Offensive Lineman of the Year. What about on defense? God, dude, everybody sucks. Something I already noticed, man. Ramondre Stevenson is starting to regress 8 ASAP. So maybe either this front office signs a replacement running back, or this next year they just go ahead and hand the reins off to this youngster. We just really need the front office to spend every last dime here. Considering they still have over $30 million to spend, I'm kind of scared to check this offseason's transactions. Their only signings was Justin Simmons and Drew Sanders, and they let Demario Douglas sign with the Chargers. Like, we couldn't match that money? Do you not remember what he did for you last season? And we clearly could afford him. Oh God, dude, like, this offense is not looking too good. I mean, Drake Maye is really gonna need Javon Baker to step up big time, which obviously is a pretty crazy ask considering he hasn't made a single catch in 3 years as an NFL player. Dude, the defense might be worse than the offense. That disgusting free agent haul is just more of a reason we need our best draft class yet. I mean, outside of our first round cornerback, dude, this was garbage. We can't draft a good offensive player to save our freaking life. God, we just missed out on a 78 rated rookie receiver into next season, and I don't know about it, dude. This might be the worst offense we've had since season 1. Like, honest to God, dude, if I'm Drake Maye, they did pick up his 5th-year option, but like at the end of this deal, with what the front office has shown him, like, maybe sign elsewhere, because obviously the New England Patriots are no longer about winning. I mean, if we can just keep from regressing from last year's win total, I will be ecstatic. Oh my God, this is terrible. We scored 5 points our last game of the season. Oh my God, we were the worst team in the AFC again. Like, I don't understand, dude. This team isn't that bad. We had one of the worst offenses in the entire league. Oh, now our defense decides to be half decent. Drake Maye, dude, regressing back to like putting up his rookie numbers. Did he even go up in overall this year? Up to an 89. Only 1 point increase when we need him to become a 99. Brother, we might be screwed. He seriously needs to get the frick out of here after next season. Dude, get Ramondre Stevenson out of this franchise. Has he averaged over 4 yards per carry once today? Now, I do have to say, kind of impressed with Javon Baker here, putting up 845 yards and 8 touchdowns in his first season ever making a catch. I don't think this team has had one singular soul to have over 10 sacks in a season. I mean, so much for Drake Maye winning 2 MVP dudes. He still hasn't got a single vote yet. Dude, get us the frick out of this season. Paint it. At least we can be happy Lamar finally got a ring. And dude, I am so scared to check to see how many players regressed this offseason. I actually don't see that much regression. Aside from Ramondre Stevenson, like, what is he still doing here? He's getting paid $11 million a season? Are you kidding me? And at least defensively, we now have one superstar. If this team doesn't want Drake Maye to leave after next season, this better be the best offseason in NFL history. Now this, my friends, is a quality free agency haul. This Patrick Paul contract's gotta be the biggest deal we've ever handed out. Got a bunch of players for the secondary, and I just missed it. We got CMC? Only signed him to a 6-year deal, so he's probably kind of washed, but I'm interested to see what his overall is. He's an 84 rated. Like, was this even worth it? I have to admit too, dude, the secondary's looking pretty solid. Imagine we can follow this up with a solid draft class for once. Please tell me for once our front office got something right. Now, I have to say, that's more like it. Like, yeah, we did kind of draft a bust with the 2nd pick in the draft, but at least we got ourselves a star receiver with our 2nd round pick. Please tell me he has hidden development. Please tell me he has hidden development. Thank God. I just don't understand, like, why the front office continues to miss when we have a top 5 pick. Like, this is garbage. Now, to be fair to the front office, this was a really weird draft class. Like, none of the guys that got drafted in the top 5 are one of the top rated players. With the 6th pick in the draft, the Broncos took a 67 overall, but he has 99 speed. It's crazy. So did the front office actually do enough this offseason to push into next year and actually compete for a playoff spot? I mean, we're an 85 overall with an 87 offense. If we can have a Drake Maye masterclass, maybe, just maybe, we can make it for the first time ever. And the Patriots brass better hope they make the playoffs, because if Drake Maye goes 5 years without making the playoffs once, he really might sign elsewhere next offseason. Can this please be the season where we at least hit Drake Maye Maye's career-high win total of 9. Dude, this has gotta be some sort of sick joke. He lost the last 2 games of the season, too. I swear to God, dude, we are never gonna make the playoffs. I mean, maybe Drake Maye's a bust. I mean, he is up to a 91 overall, and keep in mind, he's only 26 years old. So there's plenty of time, but we're gonna need a miracle. I mean, he had a good season, but just didn't throw for many touchdowns. I mean, he still hasn't had a single season in his career where he's thrown for single-digit interceptions. He had his career-high quarterback rating, though, and also tied his career high for completion percentage in a season. And not to mention, he had 9 rushing touchdowns on the ground. Even a washed CMC can hit 1,000 yards on the ground when Ramondre Stevenson never could. And look at the rookie, dude. Breakout season here. 1,340 yards, 14 touchdowns. Hey, Dalton with his best season as a Patriot yet. Kind of lackluster performances, although they're okay, from Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. Like, where's Rashid Shaheed? He didn't make a single catch all year. Like, why the heck are we paying you? Like, seriously, though, like, what happened? Surely this was enough for Jimmy to win Rookie of the Year, right? He's up to an 82, which is crazy work. Still not a single defensive player throughout Drake Maye's career to have 10+ sacks. We at least for the first time ever had a top 10 offense, and defensively we had a top 10 defense. How did we only win 8 games? What do you know, through 5 full seasons now, Drake Maye still doesn't have a singular MVP vote, and he somehow has to find a way to win at least 2. Hold on a second, brother. There's just no way that's a quarterback. That's just not real. At least somebody finally won an award of some sort. Only took 5 freaking seasons. And I'm just curious, dude, up to this point, Drake Maye already has 20,000 yards, 150 touchdowns to 83 interceptions, dude. Like, he's got to stop turning the ball over so much. And to my complete dismay, dude, Drake Maye has signed a 6-year contract extension worth roughly $250 million. So he's locked in New England until 2034. This seriously might end up being the first career challenge we fail all season long. I mean, I just don't understand how a team that's up to an 87 overall with an 89 offense only wins 8 games. At least we've seen some slow progression from Jalen Polk and Javon Baker, and I'm pretty positive at this point they've signed contract extensions. Yeah, dude, they got Jalen Polk on the cheap. Well, once again, time to leave things up to the Patriots front office, who have obviously proven they're incompetent. We let Buffalo get a ring before Drake Maye. One positive from this season is nobody called it quits on us. And another pretty massive positive is the fact that this young receiver that we just drafted last year is already a superstar, which is crazy because after all this time, Drake Maye's just stayed the same, and he's already almost 27 years old, dude. Like, we really might not be able to reach 99 overall with him. God, dude, this defense is so bad. Now, the front office has roughly $40 million to spend this offseason, and I hope to God they spend every last freaking dime. Considering we now have more money than when the offseason started, I'm assuming they didn't sign a single soul. Even if we didn't, at least I see now Ramondre Stevenson is no longer employed by us. Yep, dude, didn't sign anybody. This is crazy. Like, this is an unserious franchise. Every prospect in this draft class better be a superstar to make up for that crap. I mean, again, dude, it's just a bunch of mid. Like, why are we drafting 2 right tackles in the first 2 rounds? Like, what are we doing? And, like, why are we wasting picks on quarterbacks? You just signed one to a 6-year extension. I swear to God, dude, this Patriots front office is gonna cost me money for a freaking jersey into next season, and boys, do we need a freaking miracle. This might be the worst defense we've ever had. I mean, maybe this year, if we don't actually wish for the 9 wins, we'll actually get it. Oh my God, it's about freaking time. We finally won the division. We finally made the playoffs, and it only took almost entering a brand new decade. Please tell me Drake had a good season. We had a top 5 offense, so we'll surely take that, and the defense was top 10. And Drake Maye with an absolute masterclass. It's about freaking time, dude. He still threw double-digit interceptions, but 47 touchdowns, we take that. 5,000 yards, we gladly take that. Now, did he lead the league, though? He did lead the league in passing yards, and did he also lead the league in passing touchdowns? Which means, my dude, this might be good for MVP numbers, especially if he added some on the ground, which he really didn't. Young running back sucks, though, apparently. And no big deal or anything, just all of a sudden we have 4 1,000-yard yard receivers? When did we get Daniel Bellinger? Like, when did he become a Patriot? Find him to a Mickey Mouse 1-year deal. And look at this discrepancy in production, dude. He follows up a 1-catch, 11-yard season with a 1,000-yard year. We still don't have anybody that can get to a freaking quarterback. Now, I'm wondering, though, if these numbers are good enough for Drake Maye's first ever MVP. You've got to be kidding me. I swear to God, dude, this guy's career is tainted. I mean, like, what are we doing? He did have 11 touchdowns on the ground, but like, come on. Like, how is this not MVP numbers? Now, please tell me he did increase massively in overall this season. He's up to a 93. We still need 6 overall from him. He needed like a little bit more than 200 passing yards and like 4 more passing touchdowns to break a Tom Brady record. I highly doubt, though, you know, he breaks any of the Tom Brady career passing records, because Drake Maye is just a little bit behind at this point. I mean, he is still only 27, so he has so much time left in his career, but I still feel like we're screwed. But at least he did get MVP votes for the first time in his career, so this is a step in the right direction, thankfully. Now, why do I just already know we're gonna go and lose our first playoff game? Mind you, first playoff game of the freaking decade, it feels like, and we lost. What'd I tell you? We lost by a touchdown. I mean, Drake Maye played his heart out, but our defense gave up 500 freaking yards, dude. Like, we can't be doing this. I'm still gonna force myself to remain optimistic and hope to God this season was truly a step in the right direction. Hopefully it was an anomaly and we can be right back in the playoffs next year. At least it took until now for Patrick Mahomes to win another Super Bowl, so I think we all can consider that a dub. Our front office has $90 million to spend this offseason. Can we please spend it all so this team can finally take the next step? Hold on a second though, dude. Finally, some positivity. Drake Maye has finally increased the superstar. I mean, it only took him 6 seasons. Oh, dude, at least that gives me some hope. Hold on a second. We have ourselves our first superstar X Factor. Unfortunately, it comes on the defensive side of things, but we take it, Kirk. Now go put that $90 million to good use. So good news, they spent a lot of it. Please tell me it was spent wisely. What the frick am I looking at? I don't know who Dylan Carter is, but we gave him $200 million. He's a 93 rated superstar X Factor defensive tackle who's only 28 years old. So apparently our front office wanted to invest on the defense, because this defensive line's crazy. Now let's follow this craziness up by adding some solid young talent. I mean, it was pretty average. Why are we drafting 3 cornerbacks, you weirdos? I mean, to be fair, it was a pretty garbage draft class, but we still could have done better than this. Now into the brand new decade, I'm more optimistic than ever, dude. We're up to an 89 overall with a 91 offense, and with Drake Maye for the first time in his career being a superstar, hopefully his overall can increase a bit, because we need him to become 99 ASAP. I mean, can we please just have a good season here, and at bare minimum, just finally complete his first career challenge? Thank God, back in the playoffs with a slight record improvement, won the division in back-to-back seasons, which landed us the 2 seed. Offense went backwards a little bit, but we were still top 10. Now, defensively, we were almost top 5. Like, Drake Maye, what are we doing, dude? 15 interceptions, like, what are you, a rookie? This guy's allergic to throwing less than 10 interceptions a season. I mean, he's literally not throwing less than 11 picks in a single year. I don't understand Drake. God, what's his overall up to? It's up to a 96. I'm almost positive, dude, he didn't win MVP. Like, what are we doing? Who is this? He didn't even come in the top 10 once again. Like, why can't these teams run the ball worth a crap? Like, 3.4 yards per carry is nuts. And I also don't understand why we can't run the ball when, like, the entire offensive line is basically 90 overall. It's not even like this running back's bad. He's an 85. We still did have 3 1,000-yard receivers, though. Almost had 4. And oh my God, dude, we finally had somebody with more than 10 sacks. Now, for the first time in Drake Maye's career, can he win a freaking playoff game against a 9-8 Broncos team? Thank the Lord. They literally won by a single point. What do you know? Drake Maye threw 2 interceptions. I don't get it. Even though we have the massive overall advantage here, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost this game 1 game shy of the conference championship. And oh my God, to my surprise, we actually won. Holy crap, dude. We won by 5 points. See what happens when you don't throw interceptions? But now to advance into the Super Bowl, we somehow have to beat the Ravens. And the Ravens are as stacked as ever. I mean, Lamar Jackson's 33 years old, and he's still basically a 99. God, dude, he's got a beast regen tight end Zach Edwards. He's an X Factor 91 rated, 24 years of age. So I will be shocked if we win this one. Now we're actually going to simulate in-game to make it more dramatic because we not even came close to a Super Bowl, and now we're just one game away. We can't make it this far just to lose, right? It's going to be a tough one. We go on top 7-0 early. We make it 14, we make it 10-0, so it's 2-possession ball game. 10-7. Knew it wasn't going to be easy. It's 13-7, having to settle for field goals, and that's why they have the lead, because they score touchdowns and we kick field goals. They just kicked the field goal. Come on. Fourth quarter, 20-17. Please hang on. 6-point ball game. Did we win? Yes, let's go. Oh my God, dude. It took so long, but Drake Maye is finally headed to a Super Bowl, despite not throwing a single touchdown. Fantastic time for this running back to have the game of his freaking life. And it's the Rams that we have to beat in the Super Bowl. Who the frick do the Rams have at this point? Oh God, 99 Puka Nacua, a 99 regen quarterback, a 98 regen defensive tackle. Jared Verse, Ricky Pearsall, and Ivan Pace are all monsters, so is Braden Fisk. So this for sure isn't gonna be an easy one. We can't get this far, only to lose. Like, I'm just not gonna allow it. We open the Super Bowl with the football, so let's make sure, go down this field, not do anything stupid, get some points. Little PA crossers action here, play number 1. Have to throw it deep here. Maybe DB knocks it down. Move the chains here. Receivers open. What a throw. Let's not control our impulses here and go hurry up. Honestly here, let's send number 5 deep. This could be a touchdown. Touchdown all day. What just happened? Like, why did he stop, dude? He had a touchdown. Just like that, we have a 3rd down and 10. And take off. Drake Maye's a little fast. That's going to be a 1st down. Huge. Got Owens on a funky route over there. Can hit the drag, though. Pick up something. Gotta remember, I have a running back, so we are allowed to run the football. And maybe I shouldn't. I really don't want to settle for a field goal here. Give me a second. Wide open. Wide open. Javon Baker with the 1st down. Surely we got to punch this in for 6. Crazy route combination we got going on here. Throw the ball away. Be smart. Oh no, running back's wide open. And we about threw it interceptions. Gets up for a 3rd and 10. Nothing dumb here, boys. Nothing dumb. I mean, preferably a touchdown. Comeback route. Should be golden. Hang on to it. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 4. We got this. Be smart. Take off. Or just take a sack. Cannot choke this. Surely not. Surely not. Drake Maye with his legs. He's so slow. Why is he so slow? Is he hurt? Well, he's still in the ball game. Let's just run the ball. Like, I feel like he's dead at this point. Hand it off. Is our backup running back. Touchdown. Simple enough. We take the 6. And our defense forces the Rams to a 3-and-out. Let's go. Now, to be honest with you, I want to try to hit them deep here. Not throw a pick, though. That's the number 1 objective. Oh, no. We threw a pick. We did not complete the number 1 objective. Like, to be fair, though. Like, what could I do about that? Just like that, dude. We got a tied freaking game. Just kidding. Come on, Drake. We got to make up for that nonsense. That's a touchdown. That's a terrible throw. That's a garbage throw, but that's a great catch. Tate comes down with it. And at the end of one, like, I guess it could have gone worse, but we're gonna have to play better if we're gonna hang on. I mean, this is a 15-2 team we're playing. Hit him with a little play action. What do I do? We come back to the ball, just throw the ball away, be smart. Unfortunately, set up here for another 3rd down and long, but can we convert once again? The comeback. It's clean. Beautiful. Up tempo. Let's get this bread. Come on. Take off with Drake Maye's legs. That's going to be a touchdown. Let's go. Told you guys he was fast. I have no idea what happened earlier. And dude, I'm going to be a crazy boy and go for 2 here and try to make it a 2-score game. Drag. It's open. It's a 2-possession ball game here in the Super Bowl. Now, can our defense get another stop? We got a pick on the very first play. Let's go, Christian Gonzalez. And brother, that gives us the football at the 22-yard line. We have got to make the most of this. Please, dear God. Again, got happy feet. It's a disaster. Throw the ball away. That's the best play I've seen all day. But what do you know? Another 3rd down and 10. Really don't want to have to settle for a field goal here. We're not gonna, because Drake Maye is a fast boy, and he's gonna take this pigskin right into the end zone for a 2nd rushing touchdown and 2 straight drives. Dude, this game has gotten crazy fast. Oh God, the Rams are moving. The Rams are moving. It's a touchdown. Freaking Ricky. Still a 2-score ball game, so we're fine. Baker wide open down the seam. Beautiful throw. He dropped it. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I don't feel like we're not going to get this. Need a perfect throw. That was almost intercepted, but at the same time, it was almost completed. We do have to punt the ball for the first time today. And luckily, we forced the Rams to punt. Thank God. Now, can we stop messing around and score here before the half? Jalen Polk's got him beat. That's a touchdown. That's a 1-play touchdown. That's a 1-play touchdown. Just kidding, dude. He was so open. Pressing both the outside receivers. Surely somebody's got to get open down the field here, especially if we pass protect. It's a touchdown. No, it's not, dude. Our receivers are selling right now. Well, here we go with this crap again. I'm going to try try something like super funky here. This is gonna work to perfection for a touchdown. Tate again. The 20, the 10, touchdown Patriots. Oh my gosh, dude, like I thought it was gonna work, but not for a touchdown. Devin Tate, don't know who you are, but I appreciate that you're on my team. Now I'm actually gonna go for 2 again to make this a 3-score ball game. Drag's not open. Drake Maye's legs though. 2-point conversion's good. No way, no way, no way. They scored. Brother, this might end up being the highest scoring Super Bowl of all freaking time. What are the odds I can score in 22 seconds? Devon Baker down the seam. Sit down on it. That's a first down already in plus territory. Honestly, take a field goal here before the half, and didn't see that coming. Unfortunately, now we only have 1 timeout, but maybe one of these outside fly routes will get open off a press. As if we have enough time to throw the football, they're not going to get open, are they? Let's just take off Drake Maye. Let's get out of bounds, get out of bounds, get out of bounds. Please, please, please. We're good. We can still possibly get a field goal here. Oh no. Throw the slant. Throw the slant. Get down, call a timeout. Let's get our free 3 points here. In a Super Bowl setting, you take every single point you can get. As we go into halftime, up by 13. That's unless they bring this kickoff back for a touchdown. And thank God they didn't. I mean, I'm a little disappointed in our defense giving up 20 points, but the fact of the matter is we're on pace to score 66 points in this Super Bowl. As long as we win this game, I don't care if it's 105 to 104. If we win, don't care. I'd rather the Rams not score here to open up the half. Obviously, they don't care what I want. So unfortunately, dude, just like that, we're right back to square one with this being a 1-possession ball game. How'd we even get here, dude? Come on, please, 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 please. Almost was intercepted. Oh no, dude, things are going so bad right now. Can we pick up a 3rd down and 17? I need a miracle to do so. Gosh dang, dude, can we pass protect? Oh god, dude, they have insane field position. This is not good, not good, not good, not good. Thank God our defense holds them to a field goal. Now let's score a freaking touchdown so I don't have to stress out about this being a 1-possession game. Just take the yards that the defense are going to give us. Happy feet, but I'm fine with it because we got a 1st down. Tight end is wide open. That's Tate again. Dude's having a massive game. That officially is going to take this Super Bowl into the 4th quarter. Put your 4s up. If we don't end up hanging on here, I don't know if we'll ever make it back. Let's just get our freaking Super Bowl win and get out of here. Play action once again. He's open, over the middle, beautiful throw, beautiful catch, and that's a Patriots touchdown. Give us that 2-possession lead back. How can our defense please get a stop? Oh my god, dude, they're getting 20 yards of play. 3rd and 8, no, it's 1st and goal. Oh my god, they scored. Up right back to square one. Probably shouldn't have rolled out, just hit the tight end. Wide open for a 1st down, we take it. Running back out of the backfield, that's what I'm talking about. Just like that, digging and dunking in plus territory. No, 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 pick the ball up. That could have been detrimental. Hit the drags to get some of those yards back. This is an absolute must-have here. 3rd down and 6. Who's going to be the one to make the biggest play of their life right here? It's going to be Owens. Let's go. The young wide receiver picks up the 1st. Dude, I'm at the point where I just need to chew clock. Don't need to get too conservative, though, because if I kick a field goal, they can still win with a touchdown and extra point. But hey, man, just run the ball and win this freaking ball game. Foster with the biggest run of his freaking life. Now, surely the defense won't give up another touchdown here, right? And they scored in like 2 freaking plays. Oh, my god, dude, what is happening? And to my shock, they're not even kicking an onside kick, which is fine by me, because if we can get like 1 1st down, brother, we're gonna be Super Bowl champions. Run the football and only get about 3. Like, I'm probably better off like running drag routes again, and if anything, just take a sack. Most importantly, gotta make sure they use all 3 of their timeouts here. Drag's kind of open. He's gonna make the grab, and boys, that might have done it. That might have won us the Super Bowl. Stay in bounds. Oh my god, dude, what a freaking game. 47-44 in one of the craziest Super Bowls of all freaking time. Drake Maye officially brings the New England Patriots back to the pinnacle of the sport. We finally get our Lombardi trophy, but Drake Maye's not even close to completing his career challenge. Thankfully, he's only 29, because he still has a lot of time left, which after the Super Bowl win, he didn't become an X factor, but his overall did increase to 97. The 99 club dream is still alive. After this Super Bowl, we had our tight end become a superstar. And honest to God, after the performance he put up, he deserves it. 2 of our corners became superstar, but Trevon Diggs lost his. Freaking superstar X Factor defensive tackle somehow lost his. I don't understand, dude. We just won the freaking Super Bowl. Interested to see what the front office can do this offseason since we only have $22 million to spend. We're here after free agency, and I don't think we spent a dime. Well, that's relatively disappointing. Need some young talent here, though. Now, that is what I'm talking about. With the last pick in the 1st first round, we got ourselves another, oh my gosh, he has normal development. I mean, 76 is still good as a rookie, but that kind of like hampers the mood a little bit. At least we got a guard with potential. Made it to next season. Now, does this team really have what it takes to go back to back? And we got a 93 offense. Well, we went 11-6 again, and this time had the number 2 offense in the NFL. Hopefully our defense was just as good. We were top 5. This is crazy numbers from Drake Maye. 48 touchdowns to 4 interceptions, 5,054 yards. He also put up 3 touchdowns on the ground. Like, surely it's got to be MVP numbers. Gotta make sure. Oh no, Lamar Jackson had 14 rushing touchdowns, although he didn't throw a lot of passing touchdowns, so maybe we're in the clear. Other one we gotta check is Anthony Richardson, who threw 38 and he ran for only 3. So maybe, just maybe, Drake Maye gets his first career MVP. I'm sick to my gosh dang stomach. Like, how? Like, what in the world did Josh Allen do that I didn't? He threw for the same amount of touchdowns and interceptions, like 400 yards less. He must have went crazy on the ground. Like, 8 touchdowns on the ground is the difference. Like, that's insanity. With this season, though, can you please tell me that Drake Maye finally became a 99 overall? Thank God. It's about time we finally completed something else. Which, regardless, this is perfect timing because he's about to turn 30, which means he's going to start regressing here soon. You know what, dude? Maybe it's because we haven't set him as a captain yet. Maybe that's why he hasn't won an MVP. But again, dude, not winning a single MVP with either of his 2029 or 2031 numbers is crazy, crazy work. I didn't even see Javon Baker's 1,546 yards and 23 receiving touchdown performance. Where on God's green freaking earth did this come from? Also, shout out Devon Tate after his Super Bowl breakout, put up 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns with 111 catches. Now that defensive tackle we signed went crazy. Now, what are the odds we actually make it back to another Super Bowl? 0. Because we got first freaking rounded by the Raiders. We lost despite a Drake Maye masterclass. Now, I do want to simulate to the next week and see if Drake Maye finally becomes a superstar X Factor, like we need it badly. Well, the Rams at least got their revenge for last year. Please, please tell me Drake Maye's got that red X Factor on his player card. Let's go! We called it! Not only him, also the tight end became an X Factor. Oh my God, thank the freaking Lord, dude. Superstar X Factor confirmed. And with that, that's our 3rd challenge completed. How am I supposed to win 2 MVPs when these numbers can't get me 1? Ooh, Drake only has 2 years left on his contract. So I'm actually super interested to see if he stays a Patriot for life or if he actually signs elsewhere. I mean, at the time his contract expires, he's probably going to be like a 94 overall, which still could command some big money. While they still have him, let's see what they do with this 34 mil this offseason. Let's see if they go all out, try to win another Super Bowl before his contract expires. I mean, they almost spent every last dime. They didn't sign a soul. What did they do? Re-sign somebody? My God, dude, they gave Matt Abuike $28 million on a 1-year deal. I really hope that doesn't mean we lost anybody. Think we kept everybody on offense? Ooh, I feel like we lost a few players on defense, though. Hopefully we draft nothing but stud defenders here. Oh, how spectacular, dude. They drafted 2 defenders the entire draft. Like, why would you draft 2 receivers? They're not gonna see a single snap, dude. They're like wide receiver 6 and 7. God, this game makes no sense. God, they had 78, 77 rated DBs they could have took instead. Into 2032, and everything's fine because I got full faith in this squad. They're not back in the playoffs. I'm gonna be shocked. I mean, 13-4 is the best record Drake Maye's ever had, but somehow they didn't even get a first-round bye because the freaking Ravens. How'd the offense do? Number 1 in the NFL. Like, we definitely take that. Defense sucked, though. I'm hoping that means Drake Maye had an absolute masterclass. What the frick is this? 5,300 yards, 55 touchdowns to only 5 interceptions. That's insane. Now, did he run for anything? He ran for 4 touchdowns. But like, dude, surely 55 touchdowns and 5,300 yards is good enough for his first MVP. Dude, I'm checking this ASAP. Surely, there's no way he was robbed. Thank God. At least we made some progress. If it wasn't for this robbery, we would have already completed that. But hold on a freaking second, dude. I'm pretty positive he just broke both of Tom Brady's Patriots single season passing records, and he did. Dude, that's crazy. I mean, that's another career challenge completed. Don't think he'll be able to pass up these records, though. Although I am curious to see what he's at right now. He's up to 40,000 career passing yards, 337 career passing touchdowns, and 118 14 career interceptions. The trajectory this guy's career is taking is crazy business. Like, as soon as he became an X Factor, dude, he barely throws interceptions. Now, Braxton Foster had a pretty good season on the ground, and we had 4 1,000-yard receivers once again. Literally everybody had over 1,100 yards. All 4 of them had 10-plus receiving touchdowns. Like, this is the most insane receiving room I've ever seen. Now, even with the record-breaking season we had, it doesn't matter if things don't end off with the Super Bowl trophy. Oh, what do you know, dude? More disappointment. Oh, it makes it worse, dude. He lost to the Ravens in the conference championship. Guess they had to get revenge for earlier. Well, you're welcome, Lamar. Hey, at least I won Coach of the Year. Oh no, our punter retired. I was kind of worried he was going to start to regress now that he's 31, but as of right now, dude, it looks like he's still balling. He was actually still improving after the Super Bowl. Still somehow, dude, he's only the 4th ranked quarterback. Like, what are we talking about? And he still only has 1 more season left on his contract. So, like, dude, are they going to re-sign him? Let's go ahead and get to next season and see how the team's looking. We made it to 2033. For the most part, the offense looks exactly the same, although Jalen Polk's starting to regress a little bit because they're now in their 30s. I think even our running back's starting to go down because he's almost 32. Hey, at least our defensive tackle Reed became an X factor. Outside of him, though, the D-line sucks. I can't begin to explain to you, though, how much I would love for Drake Maye to go ahead and win his 2nd MVP this season. Would make me a happy boy. Back in the playoffs with an 11-6 record, won the division again, had just outside of a top 5 offense, and our defense, oh my god, was almost dead last. I mean, that's not as good as last year, and I'm kind of worried that 12 interceptions is going to be too many for another MVP. Yeah, I don't know if the MVP is going to be his with his 1 rushing touchdown. At least our receiving room's still cooking. I mean, he threw for the 2nd most amount of yards, and it looks like, oh, Justin Herbert threw for more touchdowns, so he probably won MVP. Go ahead, brother. Ruin my day. Who is this guy? That is not an MVP. Drake Maye came all the way down in 7. Through the MVP, let's just go win another Super Bowl. Oh my god, dude, to my complete surprise, we actually made it. Went through the Jags, the Bengals, and the 1-seed Colts. Come on, and what could be Drake Maye's last season as a New England Patriot? Let's get his 2nd Super Bowl. Brother, talk about complete domination. Can this MVP please count towards the challenge? So after his 2nd Super Bowl ring, he's still a 99 overall X Factor, and he still hasn't started to regress. Like, normally at this point, quarterbacks have already dropped to like 93, 92 overalls. Now, have they extended his contract yet? They did for another 3 seasons. So I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the end of his new Patriots contract and hope to God in these next 3 seasons he can win 1 more MVP. So at the end of 2036, it's a good sign the team's still playoff caliber. How good's the offense at this point? Number 3 in the NFL. Drake Maye just threw for 56 touchdowns. What is going on? He's still a 99. This is crazy. He's 34. The previous 2 seasons threw for 41 touchdowns, 9 picks, and 2035 threw 50 touchdowns, 8 picks, and 5,000 yards. Surely one of these 2 years was good enough to win his 2nd MVP, right? Jimmy Owens is still here, but he's got 2 newbies with over 1,000 yards, and one of them has 21 touchdowns. Quentin Brinkley, who the frick are you? So Drake Maye had 2 rushing touchdowns. I gotta see, like, how's he stack up with the rest of the NFL? Like, surely 56 touchdowns is 1st in the league. Well, this guy's gotta ruin the day. Threw for 500 more yards and threw for 1 less touchdown. Like, he might have won the MVP from us, although he did throw 2 more interceptions, so maybe they take that into account. Here we go. Go ahead, ruin my day. Nick Melvin stole it from us. I'm so upset, too. We came in 2nd place. We were this close to completing the challenge. Unless he won MVP in 2035, and the team won the Super Bowl, and Drake Maye won MVP. There it is, 2032 and 2035 NFL MVP. Oh, dude, I'm so happy. Which, this is nuts. Absolutely nuts when you consider where we were just 5 years ago. Like, this team is on a Tom Brady-esque run, dude. Like, they've won 3 Super Bowls in literally 5 seasons. Let's go see if he can win a 4th. Well, that's disappointing. Now, we are at the point, though, with his age where we have to check and make sure he doesn't retire every offseason, because it can happen any year now. Well, his right tackle's called it quits, but he hasn't. Lamar Jackson, the Packer, retired. I want to see, did he finally start to regress? Like, it's inevitable at some point. Yes, he has fell back to a 97, but he keeps his X factor. The only problem is this regression is going to start to accelerate as time goes on. Now, with that being the case, I'm interested to see, did they re-sign him to another extension, or is he about to be a free agent? Wait a second, dude. Why does he have an $81 million cap hit for next year? year. It's the craziest deal I've ever seen. Let's see if he can compete for another Super Bowl next season. Drake Maye finally shows his first bit of regression, and they just go out and get a first round bye. I mean, that's the best record of his career. Didn't have a top 5 offense, though. At least it was top 10. The defense was top 10. Again, that's just stupid numbers, dude. 48 touchdowns to just 3 picks. Like, is that another MVP? There you have it. His third of his career. His receivers are loving life right now. Like, Jimmy's got to be going down, too. He's only a star 86 rated. I got to see what Drake Maye's career stats are at this point. 64,000 yards, 578 touchdowns to 160 picks. Not to mention 50 touchdowns on the ground. Dude, he actually threw for more passing touchdowns than Tom Brady did in his Patriots career. I thought there was no chance he was breaking that. Dude, maybe at this point he can break his passing yard record too. He's about 10,000 off. I've just never seen a player career like this. Like, we did literally nothing the first, 7-8 years? And then once Drake Maye turned 30, he turned into one of the best quarterbacks of all time. Talk about aging like a fine wine. Let's see if they can go win his 4th Super Bowl. But would you believe it? Barely got past the Jags, then beat the Steelers by a touchdown. 4 Super Bowls in a 7-year span would be a psychotic run. Why, don't be anticlimactic. Got another ring as they won by 6. And I got another Coach of the Year. And the crazier thing is, dude, like at this point, Drake Maye is showing no signs whatsoever of slowing down. That's unless he retired, which he didn't. He's still an X factor, but he did fall down to 94 rated. I mean, it's kind of crazy to lose that many attributes after winning another Super Bowl. It looks like they already signed him to another 1-year Mickey Mouse deal. Like, at this point, dude, I want to see if he could, like, really pass up Brady. Which, to be fair, next year's team is probably the worst he's ever had. Drake wins with this team, dude. He really is the GOAT. I mean, they're right back in the playoffs, so there's a shot. Offense did go a little bit backwards, though. We're back to, like, the pre-30-year-old Drake Maye numbers, which is still solid, but I'm assuming that didn't get him any MVP votes. He still had 3 1,000-yard receivers, though. He actually wins another Super Bowl, though. This might be the craziest career video I've ever ended up doing. Oh, I guess it was too good to be true. Got beat by Buffalo. Buffalo and Brock Purdy, that is. Hopefully Brock Purdy isn't the one to send Drake Maye into retirement. Hasn't called it quits just yet. And even as a 37-year-old, he hangs on to his X factor, and he only fell down to 93, so he's still a top 10 quarterback. Why not just give him a multi-year deal at this point? And I really can't believe I'm saying this, but he does have a legitimate shot to pass up Tom Brady. He could even end up with the most passing touchdowns in NFL history. Like, he's not too far away. Surprise, surprise, back in the playoffs, which is insane when you consider it almost took Drake Maye like 7 seasons to make it for the first time. But you know, right back to having a top 5 offense. Well, here he is again, fellas, just putting up Drake Maye type numbers. Like, that might be enough to win MVP. There's another one for him. Interesting to see Anthony Richardson's out there still rocking too. And there you have it, dude. Drake Maye is the all-time career NFL leader in passing touchdowns. He's got to be so close at this point to passing Tom Brady's passing yard record with the Patriots. I mean, he's at 73,000 yards. If he can just play for one more season, he'll break that, which he is 37, so he could very well just retire after the year. I mean, if this is it for Drake Maye, can he at least end things off with another Super Bowl win? No. The NFL just had to rig an all-LA Super Bowl. Here we go, dude. The moment of freaking truth. Drake Maye doesn't retire. So if he re-signs with the Patriots, dude, he could break Tom Brady's record. Unless he regressed too much. Dude, he's still an X factor even though he's 38. And he's still a 90 rated. Like, Drake Maye might be the first player career we've done this season where he makes it to 40 years old. Like, he is kind of going backwards a lot, but I mean, still, dude, at this point, he's technically still a top 10 QB. What do you know? Another Mickey Mouse 1-year contract. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm so excited to see Drake Maye become the greatest quarterback in New England Patriot history. But it does look like the Patriots went ahead and drafted who they think will be his replacement. I'm assuming they took him in the first round. They did with the 29th pick. So maybe the Patriots really are expecting for this to be the last season of Drake Maye's career. If it is, let's end things off with a bang. Come on, Drake. Hold on a second. He got a first round bye with a 12-5 record. Still putting out a top 5 offense. I mean, this is stupid. This is stupid. He is literally 38 years old, putting up these numbers. Not to mention still running for 250 yards. Another MVP. Like, I've lost count at this point. I believe it's 4 MVPs for Drake Maye so far. And I think he actually did it, dude. Drake Maye is now the all-time passing leader in New England Patriots history. No big deal, just overtook some scrub. I mean, mean, dude, at this point, he might break the all-time record. I mean, I know I've already mentioned it, but dude, this is like hands down the craziest player career I've ever done. Now let's go see if Drake can go get his 5th Super Bowl. Well, that's unfortunate. How funny would it be if the Tennessee Titans are the one to end Drake Maye's Patriots career when my Titans literally did the same exact thing to Tom Brady? Hold on a second, dude. Screw Drake Maye. The Rams just went back to back to back. Dude, that's their 5th Super Bowl in less than 10 seasons. What's going on? Well, Drake's arch nemesis retired. Let's see if it's finally time for Drake Maye to hang up the cleats. No. Hold on a second. Is he really still playing? He is, dude. Even though he finally lost that X factor down to star, but he's still an 85 rated. Now, with them drafting their quarterback of the future, is he really about to go play for somebody else? No, because they gave him another 1-year contract. Like, wouldn't it have just been easier to give him like a 5-year deal 5 years ago, you bunch of weirdos? Like I said, dude, I'm shocked. They got this guy sitting here waiting in the wings. How poetic would it be if Drake Maye really does finish things off with another Super Bowl ring? I mean, would Drake Maye be anywhere else but in the playoffs? He led another top 5 offense. This guy's just a psycho. Like, there's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. 43 touchdowns, 8 picks as a 39-year-old. I mean, that might be good enough for a 5th MVP. Gosh dang it, Dylan. Came in 3rd, though. Looks like Caleb Williams is the only other ex-real player standing. Dude, I am happy to see, though, Devin Tate still balling out at the age of 35. He really has 83,000 career passing yards at this point. 750 touchdowns, too. No big deal. And when you combine his 60 career rushing touchdowns, he really has over 800 career NFL touchdowns to his name. Kind of a gunslinger, though, with those almost 200 interceptions. Come on now, let's go get that 5th Super Bowl ring. There's no way the Titans knocked us out again. Got a bad feeling that's gonna do it for Drake, dude. Well, Caleb Williams retired. Now, did the main man finally call it quits? No, he didn't. Like, what the frick? If he plays another season, he really could pass Tom Brady's all-time record. He'd probably have to play 2 more seasons, though, and he is down to an 81 overall. Now, I don't know if they're actually gonna give him another contract. They did. I have to be honest, dude, Drake Maye still playing at the age of 40 is just crazy. But with that, dude, the journey continues. Like, if he makes the playoffs again here in 2042, like, how many seasons is that in a row? Like, 12, 13 straight playoff berths? Oh no, dude, the streak's over. This is gonna be what The Undertaker felt like. Yeah, the offense did take a massive step backwards. That's still decent numbers when you consider he's freaking 40. Oh, he lost his tight end. That's where things went wrong. Looks like this Dylan guy's taking over. But if this does end up being the career for Drake Maye, he finishes off with 87,000 career passing yards, almost 800 touchdowns. How far off the all-time record is he? Like 2,000. Can he just play 1 more season? This is crazy, dude. He still hasn't called it quits. He's got to be so bad, though. Like, I feel like he's probably going to be like a 75 rated. I mean, he's a 79. Like, he could possibly still start for somebody. But the big issue here, though, is the fact that the young guy is now the higher overall. So they'll probably start him. So I highly doubt they're going to give him another contract. They did. Like, what are you doing? Now, with him being the low overall and being older, there is always the possibility of them cutting him, which would be just, that would be stupid. That would be so stupid. So made it to 2043. And yep, there it is, dude. Drake Maye's not even on the squad. Hopefully he got picked up by somebody that's actually gonna respect him and start him. Let's first make sure he's actually on an NFL roster, and he is. At the age of 41, Drake Maye is a Jacksonville Jag. Like, how do you cut the guy that put these numbers up for you? Like, shame on the Patriots. And it does look like he's gonna be the starter for the Jags, so maybe he does break the all-time record. It's gonna be hilarious, because if he breaks that all-time record, he's gonna go down in the record books as a Jag. Well, funny, the first year without Drake Maye, the Patriots get a first-round bye. The Jags did make the playoffs. And to be fair, the guy replacing Drake Maye went crazy, so maybe the Patriots front office made the right decision. But please tell me Drake had a good season with Jacksonville. Like, that's not bad. Like, that's just definitely not bad numbers when you consider he's 41. But I think that was enough for Drake Maye to become the all-time passing leader in NFL history. The first ever NFL quarterback to eclipse 90,000 career passing yards. I told you the Patriots were stupid. He goes down as a Jag in the record book. Hey, at least my Titans got revenge. And there it is, dudes. You knew this announcement was coming eventually, but not before he shattered all-time NFL passing records. And as he apparently goes down as the greatest NFL football player of all time. 99. Like, that's just legendary numbers. Why did this guy retire? He could have kept playing. Now, hopefully you enjoyed that insane career, and if you did, you can click right here to watch me play the entire career of Jaden Daniels. And what are the odds Jaden Daniels had a crazier career than Drake Maye? And if you're still here, make sure to subscribe, dude. We're trying to pass the NFL in subscribers by the end of the night. Everybody watching this, click subscribe. We hit that target. Let's go. Click that button, please.